All right, this will be a short live stream. Really just treating this like a pre-recorded video because it uploads faster when you stream. Uh, I had to comment on this. The people who listened to it. I don't listen to all of Tariq's broadcasts. Uh, Quite often, I'll just look at the thumbnail, read the title, and not listen, or I'll listen to the first few minutes and uh, turn it off, move on to something else. But this one, not only did I have to listen, well, I actually had to just jump to the part where they talked about this subject. And I knew what I was about to hear before I heard it. But it's so funny that I have to respond to it in real time. I mean, this is hilarious, and I get it. I understand what he's trying to do, but listen to this.
Like, I'm actually a brunette with the white skin, and I embrace my brunette with the white skin. I love it. I don't try to go blonde. Beyonce, on the other hand, she does.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I have to pull up Beyonce's Instagram because I'm gonna need it here. Okay, I'm gonna need it here for this stream because, as you just heard, she made a reference to Beyonce wanting to go blonde. You see her wanting to look white. It can apply. They could be talking about her skin tone or her blonde hair. Okay, but now she's going to the blonde hair. Okay, listen to this. Listen to Tariq's response.
Yeah, but she's not trying to be white. She just rocks blonde hair sometimes. She
Oh my goodness. All right, Tariq. Listen to the rest. Listen to this.
rocks red hair, black hair. She changes up. That's the diversity of foundational Black American
Okay,
women.
then why?
Oh God. That answer is the same answer that they would give. That's the exact same answer that they give. That is crazy. I mean, I was just talking about how, uh, FBA is a matriarch, and his response was the exact response that they traditionally, really, that's their traditional answer or response to that accusation. Whenever it's a lie that they change up. Beyonce don't change up nothing. She stays blonde. She has transitioned to a permanent blonde, people. This is what black women would. That's the same. A black woman who does what Beyonce does. If she were to be asked that same question or accused, hey, you're trying to look white. That's the exact same answer she would give. I change it up. Even though when you look even though she don't change up. It's a lie that they change up. I pointed this out when they they would use that same response when they would be accused of just looking white, just wearing weave, not even necessarily blonde weave, you know, but just hey, y'all always wearing this Becky wigs and weaves, and you trying to look white. they would say the same thing. Oh no, we switch it up. Sometimes listen to the rest of it.
Why isn't she wearing like her African hair?
She has. She's worn braids. She's worn froze. Why is she not?
that that is the exact response. It just like I told you. Just like that's another lie that they give quite often. That yeah, I go natural sometimes when they just simply don't go natural ever. They're never natural. Even Beyonce, they they talk about how her hair is actually real. Who cares? Who cares? She's still getting it pressed and relaxed and bleached blonde. It don't matter if it's your hair or not. In these images that she got of herself, I guess this is her with black hair, are throwbacks. They're not no modern images where she changed up. This, like this, is this her? Betty Davis, okay. I guess this is her. That's like a Halloween costume. Are you kidding? That's satire. Hell, Asian and white people do this. That's like blackface for her. Because her everyday appearance is a white blonde. A blonde. Okay? And you can tell that, I mean, especially if this is her real hair, you can tell that she bleaches it over and over and over. It'll grow out, and of course the roots will be black. And then she'll just bleach it over, like you see here. At the root. Yeah, she is a permanent blonde. She's gonna and this is why I said that I believe that being a blonde is a part of her character that was given to her by the higher ups. I think that's irrefutable. That is irrefutable. Like you will be a frosty blonde for as long as you are an artist. If you're going to be this top female R&B singer, you're going to give salute to us, right? You're gonna give honor and praise to us in the process.
Dang, her real hair is beautiful and long. Her real hair goes down to her damn.
Okay, that's enough of that. That's enough of that. Tariq, obviously a part of his agenda, and hey, I guess that's get your money, do your thing. But a part of his agenda is just to provide no criticism, feel good speeches, and feel good things to say. Okay, I'm not. Don't pay attention to your problems, your flaws. Just give you feel good content. Okay, do your thing. That's what they do over there, and this is just what we do over here. If you enjoy that content, knock yourself out. Not passing judgment on you, just hey. In the real world, in the adult world, if there are problems, you should fix them. People who acknowledge problems and fix them evolve. They evolve. And they tend to live longer because they correct their diet. They work out. They budget their income. They make smart decisions. That is all a part of identifying problems and fixing them. That goes hand in hand with exercising discipline. And I just don't choose to accept how black women are. Hey, I just give them to me however they are. Crazy, hateful, wicked, disrespectful, with a bunch of kids from a bunch of different daddies. Yeah, let me just scoop up a whole bunch of these wonderful sisters. I do not choose to rock like that. Okay, even if they ain't got no kids. That special hate that's reserved for us, I can't take. It's really as simple as that. And a lot of black men are getting more comfortable saying that and acting on that. Again, many of these, or some of them, they don't deal with this. They don't deal with that energy at all. Now, there was a comment left on one of my videos. It was this video that I uploaded maybe a couple days ago, right? About that crazy lady in a restaurant somewhere. And in the video, well, I titled it, "They Don't Talk to Brad Like This." And look at this response. This is an interesting response. He said, "Nah, they definitely act up with Brads too. And that's why so many Brads have sent them to the upper room. She was out of order, and OFC, a simp, had to step in between them. This is how ninjas lose their life, not me." Somebody said, "I've never seen the level of outbursts that black men get done to white men," right, etc. He said, "Brad gets the same Keisha that black men get." AC, reference to AC. That's a phrase by AC. But notice, did you notice something about this reply? What'd you notice about this response right here? Notice how he had to reference to a Brad in a relationship with a Keisha. He's talking about Brads that are in a relationship with black women. That's not the case here in this video. That black man, is a complete stranger. So I have to rephrase the question, or you have to re-examine it. Do you see black women talking to random white men like this? Strangers. Even if he was blocking the door. Even if a Brad was blocking the door. No. That type of outburst was the type of outburst that they give to you when you're in a relationship with them, or not when you're a black man, right? Now, if a Brad is in a relationship with them, yeah, then over time they'll get the same Keisha that black men get. Yeah, and I think that's more of what AC was saying. That if you shack up with them and all this kind of stuff, over time, Brad, you're going to find out you're getting the same black women we get. Yeah, they'll put up this front to get you in the beginning. But over time, you're going to see the same Keisha we get. So in that scenario, in the context of a relationship, yeah. But not just random strange Brads. No, especially a young white Brad, please. This was a fairly or a relatively young black man she was yelling at like that. That she did not know. Do you really think she would have behaved like that or talked like that to a relatively young white brat? I seriously doubt that. And I would go on record to say no, that would not happen. But notice how the fact that he had to speak about it in the context of a relationship proves what I was saying. That they don't talk to Brads like this. They don't talk to random Brads like this. And I think that's why I say sometimes where I talk about an entire group. I believe everybody sees this. I personally believe every black person, every black American knows that this is the truth. They do not talk to random Brads like this. They don't talk to Brad like this. So, yeah. And Beyonce, yes, she is trying to look white. If you're wearing blonde hair, you are trying to look white. You're trying to give the same appearance, look, aesthetics as a white blonde woman. Let's stop the BS, please. Let's at least know the difference between a feel-good rhetoric and the truth. And, you know, the hardest part, or the craziest part about this video, of course, is the comments. And this is actually, this making things worse, actually. Because it's making black women comfortable in how they are. And you can see the comment section, there's a lot of them in the comment section. Of course, you know, following suit, avoiding accountability, right? This is making them comfortable deflecting and being in denial of their obsession with Becky and Brad and their adherence to everything that Becky is about and everything Becky says and wants. You know, look at this. Beyonce has been this complexion since birth. People have only started saying she's trying to look white since she started doing country music. She's worn her honey blonde hair since she came out, and since then changed it to a more ashy blonde. Now, that is the most Keisha comment I've read in a while. That is a true Keisha comment right there. What? They don't ever make no sense, man. Either way, she's a proud black woman. Okay, Keisha. Okay, Keisha. You just pointed out that she's always been a blonde. You just basically went against what Tariq said. Tariq tried to give you cover and say that she changes up. The afros and braids and they know what the truth is. Even they know what the truth is. This is crazy. Why is she trolling? She said, I said, yeah, you see? What in the world is this? Okay. I don't know about that photo right there. Does she? You see? Yeah. See, this makes things worse. This makes things worse. And what this seems like? It seems like the matriarch. Seems like the matriarch to me. So yeah, I avoid videos like this. These are these videos that praise black women. You know what I'm saying? It's something. If I listen to it, it's gonna be to respond to it. It's gonna be to respond to it like I did in this video. Right? I'll leave it there.